After the effort to legalize marijuana launches its multi-million-dollar campaign, the opposition now starting to take shape.
And it's led by Oregon sheriffs and district attorneys. Tim Becker spent the day learning more about the two sides and has more for us. Tim?
Yeah, Jeff, you know, we are just seeing the tip of the iceberg with this battle. Right now, the group behind legalizing marijuana, they're called New Approach Oregon, is running an opponentless campaign, basically. But from what I found out today, that won't last much longer, though those against legalizing pot in Oregon admit to me it is not going to be an easy fight to win.
This is clearly going to be a David and Goliath fight, but let's not forget that David was not unarmed.
Opponents of legalizing marijuana tell me they're slowly but surely joining forces to battle ads like this.
Criminalizing marijuana is just no way to solve the problem. That's why treatment people like me are supporting Measure 91.
We certainly won't be able to compete with their $2 to $3 million worth of advertising, but we're going to have a lot of grassroots support.
Daryl Fuller with the Sheriff's Association tells me they do anticipate eventually having enough money to back their campaign with a media presence. But to date, they show nothing in their coffers. Well, Yes on 91 has more than $1.5 million.
The biggest opposition is getting the word out to people.
Peter Zuckerman with New Approach Oregon says treating marijuana use as a crime has failed, and coalitions like the Sheriff's Association need to accept that.
There are more important things for law enforcement resources to be focused on, and it's time for a new approach. And a growing number of Oregonians are open to the case, and we are going to fight for every vote.
Fatalities are on the rise in the state of Washington after they legalized marijuana.
A spokesman for the Oregon District Attorneys Association says some members plan to join a marijuana education tour put on by the same group that recently put out this full-page anti-marijuana ad in the New York Times.
It's about the Joe Camel of marijuana. It's about retail establishments in your face.
Led by anti-drug activist Kevin Sabet, they'll tour the state funded by a federal grant a month before Election Day, talking, they say, about marijuana, but not campaigning against Measure 91.
Sure, it's around election time, but it's also really to educate the citizens.
Calling this an education tour is preposterous. Taxpayer money should not be covertly used to influence an election.
And so there you see, it is just starting to heat up now. The Pro-91 camp pointing out it is illegal to use federal money to campaign against a state ballot measure so close to an election. Anti-drug people saying, hey, we're not campaigning at all, we're just educating. Meantime, the Sheriff's Association will be launching their campaign. It is an official campaign soon after Labor Day, they tell me. So we'll be sure to follow up. Ann?